Hello everyone. Today we are going to read part 2 of Glimpses of India, that is Coorg, written by Lokesh Abrol, a renowned doctor by profession. So this chapter highlights the author's graphic description and a sharp observation of the wonderful land that is Coorg. So before explaining about the chapter, let me tell you where is it situated. So this place is situated in the southwestern region of Karnataka in Western Ghat. It is a popular hill station, and it is at a distance of 260 kilometer from the Bangalore city. So let's read the chapter Coorg. So midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God. So here the author wants to tell that this place can be compared with heaven, as it is carried away by air from the kingdom of God. So this land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men, beautiful women and wild creatures. So this place, in this place we can find the men are very they are very strong, bold, like martial men. They can be compared with the martial people, and the women are very beautiful, and we can also find wild creatures in that place. Coorg or Kodagu, which is it is also otherwise known as Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforests and spices and coffee plantations. So this place is known for evergreen rainforest, coffee plantations and spices. Evergreen rainforests cover 30% of this district. So from these districts, from this district, 30% is covered with evergreen rainforest. During the monsoons, it pours enough to keep many visitors away. So in monsoon or in rainy season, it pours like cats and dogs, so that visitors cannot go to that place. The season of joy commences from September to March. So from the month of September to March, this is the place, this is the timing that this is the good time where when visitors can visit that place. The weather is perfect with some showers thrown in for good measure. So in those months from September to March, there is very little a shower, so that the visitor can go and enjoy that place. The air breathes of invigorating coffee. Means that you can, as it is a place of coffee, so one can feel the smell, the fragrance of coffee there. Coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under tree canopies in prime corners. So that a coffee estates and colonial bungalows can be found under the canopies of trees. The fiercely independent people of Coorg are possible of Greek or Arabic descent. So this is important. So it has been found that the people of Coorg, they are the descendant of Greek or Arabic. As one story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here in this place when return became impractical. So it's a story that Alexander's army came to this place and they did not go back. These people and the army people, they stayed there and married amongst the locals, and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage and religious rites, which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. So we can find that the functions, the rituals, all these things are a little bit different from the Hindus, because the army of Alexander, they came and they did not go back, and they stayed there and they got married to the Coorg, the local people of Coorg. And so that's why the ritual rites or culture, that is these things are different than the Hindus. So the theory of Arab origin draws support from the long black coat. So it's the costume they used to wear, that is long black coat with an embroidered waist belt worn by Kodabus. So the people of Kodagu, they used to wear this type of a long coat, long black coat, so which is known as kuppia. So this is important, you need to remember kuppia. It resembles the kuffia worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. So Kurds, that is the Islamic people, belong to eastern Turkey, northern Iraq, western Iran. So these people, they in those places, the people, they used to wear that costume. Here also in this place Coorg, the people used to wear that type of costume. Kurgi homes have a tradition of a hospitality, and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. So the people, they know how to treat others, they know how to treat the visitors, the who usually go to that place. So and the tales of valor, that is story of a courage, so that is the Kurgis are very brave and strong people. The Kurg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army, and the first chief of the Indian army, who is General Cariappa, was a Kurgi. So the first chief of Indian army was General Cariappa, and he himself was a Kurgi, means he belonged to that place. Even now, Kodabus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license, because they know how, then they are known as the martial people, so they are allowed. The river, now in this paragraph we will enjoy the beauty of Coorg. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forest of Coorg. Mahasir, a large fresh water fish abound in these waters. Kingfishers dive for their catch. So that is, you need to remember that a mahasir, that one kind of fish is found there, and kingfisher dive for their catch, while squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruit for the mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect in the clear water. So the langurs and the squirrels, they used to drop that half-eaten fruit in the clear water, so that they can enjoy the little small waves in the clear water. Elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the river by their mahouts. So mahouts used to take their elephants to have their bath in the river. The most laid back means relaxed individuals become converts to the life of high energy adventure with river rafting. So in that river also, people, the visitors who usually go there, they enjoy rafting, canoeing, they are boating, rappelling. Rappelling means that going down a cliff by sliding down a rope, rock climbing, and mountain biking. Numerous walking trails in this region are a favorite with trekkers. So trekkers also, we can find trekkers in that place. Birds, bees, and butterflies are there to give you company. So means all these things tell you that how beautiful the place is. We can enjoy nature there. Birds and bees, butterflies, they will be your friend. If you go there, all around you will find all these things. Macaque, Malabar squirrels. Macaque, that is one type of a monkey. Malabar squirrels, langurs, and slender lord is also one type of animal without tail. Keep a watchful eye from the tree canopy. So all these animals are found in that place. So I do, however, prefer to step aside for wild elephant. These wild elephants are also found in that place. The climb to the Brahmagiri hills brings you into a panoramic view of the entire misty means full of landscape of Coorg. So from the Brahmagiri hill, one can get the panorama, means wide range, wide view of the place. A walk across the rope bridge leads to the 64-acre island of Nisargadham. So running into Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement is found there at the nearby Bailakup is a bonus. So that place also attracts the visitors a lot. That is the India's largest Tibetan settlement is there. That is in the near that Bailakup. The monks in red ochre means that is one type of a clay, red brownish color clay, and yellow robes are amongst the many surprises that wait to be discovered by the visitors searching for the heart and soul of India right here in Coorg. So monks are also found, and so here this is a mix of diverse cultures which can be seen here, which represent the heart and soul of India. So hope children you all enjoyed this beautiful place, the beautiful scenery, the nature, and really it's a place of it's a country of coffee. You can get you can get the fragrance in the air, you can enjoy the river, you can enjoy the hills, you can go for that canopying, rafting, all these things you can enjoy that place Coorg. So children you all enjoyed this beautiful chapter Coorg. Thank you.